Just Antoine here with Start My Business podcast, and I'm just excited because of this opportunity to share some information about those that who want to start a business, or you may have started a business but you've run into a dead end. I'm reading a book. It's called The E Myth Revisited, and it's a very powerful book. And if you are in business for yourself, I encourage you to read this book. If you're not in business and thinking about going into business for yourself, I encourage you to read this book. It is just one of the uh, most eye-opening books that I read thus far about small businesses, and it really um, I haven't finished reading it yet, but it's so far it has really identified with me. I've identified with a lot of things that are presented in the book, and so one of the things it talks about is the technician. So when we get the entrepreneur bug or what have you, and we want to go into business for ourselves, normally we don't have business sense unless we were just raised with that and taught it and instructed how to go in business for yourself. And so if you wasn't brought up in an entrepreneur family and you just don't know the ins and outs of business, you may get in over your head. Where you see a lot of business owners, what happens, they start off as wanting to leave their job, figuring that they can do uh, the job of their boss better than them, right? And they're tired of the situation working for somebody else, and they want to launch out with this brilliant idea of starting their own business, which I commend you for that, but you need to be prepared. And I know I wasn't prepared, and I've started several businesses, and I still see myself in this book as the technician in a lot of cases where I knew how to do the work. And because I knew how to do the work, I said I wanted to start a business. Well, a lot of the businesses, well, some of the businesses that I've started, I didn't know how to do the work. Like I started a handman, handyman, and landscaping company. And before doing that, I didn't know how to do it, but I started it with someone else and end up taking over the business or starting my own business from that and learning a lot while doing the job. But I was a slave to that job as well. Started a barbershop, and the barbershop was, I'm not a barber. And I had a manager partnered with a person who could manage the shop or who was a barber, but really couldn't manage the shop. And so um, we both were in a bad place. Well, it was a little bit better for him than me, but his task was to man the shop and we split the proceeds. That didn't work out. But so I learned from that, and but I'm still learning. I still got into business with other folks that really didn't know what they were doing about business. I didn't know what needed to know about the business, and it just didn't work out. Right after a lot of money, after a lot of headaches, I found myself regretting, not really regretting, but disappointed that it didn't work out, and especially after investing the things that I've invested into the business. And so I'm learning just to take my time when I'm getting into business, know what business I'm getting into, know what I want out of the business. And so this is what I'm encouraging you: before you start your business, you need to figure out, what do you want out of your business? What do you want this business to do for you? Is it means to the end? Are you planning on selling the business? Or is it going to be an heirloom for your family to carry on? So you need to make up your mind why you get into business for yourself, and what are your plans for the business? Because if you don't, what you may find is that you become a slave to your business. Instead of you being the boss, your business is the boss of you, right? And instead of you setting the standards, the business sets the standard for you. And so you'll find yourself overworked, underpaid, and in a bunch of mess if you're not structured right or if you don't have the right guidance. And so you need that guidance. And this E-Myth Revisited is a great book to start off and get into. I encourage you to get into a community or get around people that have experience, that don't mind sharing with you their experience and assisting you along the way of making the right choices, and having someone to bounce off ideas, and someone who has been there, done that, and don't mind doing it again, but has some stories to tell of the lessons that were learned in the process. Okay. And so you don't have to repeat that as a new business owner or a business owner that is stuck. And so yeah, it's awesome. So as a entrepreneur, there are three areas that the E-Myth talks about, uh, or three roles that it highlights, and those roles are your your technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur. So those three things. And so we a lot of times when we start a business, we start off as the technician, or our partner is the technician. And if you have a partner, that's great, but y'all have to be on the same page. Y'all have to have the same goals or very similar goals, and always make an exit plan. Okay. And be willing to revisit the plans, I would say quarterly starting off, until y'all really get the business where you want it to be, and going in the direction you want to go. Because if you do it based on friendship, or based on, just to have a business, to say you're an owner of a business, that's not good enough. It is not good enough. I don't know if you feel my pain that I felt in doing these things, and so that's why I can talk about it. But you want to get to a place where you really know what you want out of the business. So right now I have a 5-year plan, and all my businesses that I will build from now into then will make sure and ensure that when I get to my 5-year plan, that man in 5 years that I want to be, that I can take 6 months out of the country and my business still run 6 to 12 months, right? Without me being physically at the location. And so I'm going to build all my businesses so that I don't have to be there, right? And not only do I not have to be there, but I don't have to log in all day, every day. So, you can have a business that you can't put your phone down. I don't want a kind of business like that I got to keep my phone on at all times, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I've been there, done that, don't want to do it again. Okay. And so I'm encouraging you, if you're starting your business, know what you want to do with your business, how you want this to grow, and what your expectations are out of the business. And then get with someone that has been where you want to go, and that can give you some great advice or how to do different things. Matter of fact, I created a business that's called Management Done for You. And what the business is all about is, if you are that technician that the E-Myth talks about, that I'll come alongside, me and my team will come alongside of you and help you manage your business. Because if all you want to do is cook, then you can just cook, and then you just set aside funds for somebody like me to come alongside you and help you build your business properly. So when you're tired of cooking, you can hire somebody that can continue to cook the way that you would like them to cook. Okay. By putting plans and processes in place so that that can get done. Because you don't want to be a slave to your business. No, I don't think anyone does. It'll burn you out too fast. And so I was talking to my group. We have the boss meeting, and we meet Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then we join our group joins in with another group called ATS. And with that group, we're growing by leaps and bounds and being revolutionized. So if you're interested in joining those groups, just connect with me, and I'll give you that information. Be be sure to like, subscribe, download, share this information, and we just ready to go. But you need somebody that's going to guide you every step of the way, right? And it may be a ebook, a book where somebody put their thoughts on paper, and you get those thoughts, and you read them, and you apply it to your business. You apply it to your mindset about your business, right? And then you just take it from there. And so, but like I said, we're building a community. We're actually building an ecosystem where all of our businesses, those that will join the ecosystem, will be valued, and we all will grow together, and we are all help each other out. Pardon me, I didn't silence my phone there. But so hopefully this is some valuable information for you, and there's more to come. I'm just Antoine, and we'll see you at the top. Bye for now.